Guys,
Cats.
welcome back to Doki Doki again. So I'm bad at intros. Anyways,
Intros are hard.
but this time, Sam, I do think you should be the protagonist this part, and probably from here on, just because I was thinking that so like I play Yuri and Natsuki, and those characters have far more dialogue
That's
than
true.
Sayori and Monica, especially when we do the second run.
Yeah.
So I think it's your character, your name anyway. So I do think you should.
Should I be?
Yeah, you
Okay.
should be main character.
Are you switching over?
Yeah,
Wait.
I'll flip the coin back over.
Change the
yeah.
coin. What?
What?
I won the coin toss.
All right, go.
Yuri reaches. I'm just gonna do plain voice because protect stuff.
It's you.
No. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is. How is this girl accidentally being so cute?
Also, Sam, I played you. Now we go on dates.
Ah no!
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
no.
that was a terrible. That was a stupid.
She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Oh, phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But it doesn't seem to be the case.
Oh, this is completely off topic, but the other day I was playing Persona 5 and some family members walked in and I was just playing through the game or whatever, and they were just watching me play, and they're like, "Oh, Miles, you don't need to skip through the dialogue to get more interesting parts for us to watch." I'm like, "No, I'm not skipping through the dialogue. I'm just reading it really fast."
Yeah, no, you read really fast. That's a good skill.
It is a fun skill because it annoys people sometimes.
I
Alright.
read very slow. I'm a slow button clicker mouse.
Just push the button pusher.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man. It looks like...
Sorry,
I
I'm
just
just
saw the shadows
dancing.
moving.
I'm dancing, okay?
Don't worry, I've been doing the little sunflower bobs from...
I know, and you've also been kicking the table.
I have also been kicking the table. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slipped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this?
He's really just here to simp.
Yeah, he is. We could make a joke about one of our friends here.
No, that's rude.
I don't know any friend. I know, but just call some out, Miles. Just do it. I don't know who. Just pick a name.
Yeah, Gregory Gimbleton, I know about you.
Yeah,
I've
Jason
seen it.
Funderburger.
Jason Funderburger.
Yeah. I guess I could always read some book Yuri gave me.
Went off gambling to a picnic. Freaking piece of garbage.
I also want to see how mean the protag was. Yuri gave him a book and he just calls it some book.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and I ended up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
It's just you now, have fun.
Yay! We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Huh. Well, we can't give up.
I thought you were gonna say, well, we could give up.
We could give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. That's what Miles was saying.
Just call it a book club. You pretentious
It
garbage.
can't just be book club. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to someone. Something that speaks to their creative mind.
Or just call it a writing club.
It could just writing and book club or something.
Yeah.
That doesn't solve the problem though. Huh? What do you mean? Even if we did come up with some of the most fun thing ever, nobody will come to our club in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do and after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sarah's talking to Sayori's taking this really seriously.
Sarah?
I had a childhood friend named Sarah today, and once I got off my plane today, I checked Instagram, and she got proposed to, Miles.
Really?
Yeah.
A childhood friend?
Well, it was my sister's best friend back when I was a kid.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Wait, like proposed to like today?
I'm not sure. She just had like, I found out about it today, probably like last night or something.
I was just remembering that like, in like elementary, there was this girl named Sarah that we freaking hated for some reason, and we were terrible to her. So so
no, it wasn't that Sarah.
Gosh, we were terrible.
We were terrible to a lot of people, Miles.
We consistently are terrible to a lot of people.
It's rare to hear deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
Amen,
yes.
brother.
Donuts? You would go, Miles.
I would. Absolutely.
What kind?
You don't know how many dumb things I've gone off to check out just because of donuts.
Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works so out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out details out. We still have to work out the details. Sorry, I suck at reading, Miles.
I know.
And people watching the video. I'm sorry. We still need to work out the details of the event itself.
Every time it flickers like that, is that intentional or is it like the Switch having issues? If the Switch can't run a dating sim, then my goodness.
Did I tell you my Wi-Fi was so bad it took 5 hours to download this game?
Yeah.
Yeah. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sayori's still her usual self.
Okay, that's it. You're
Miles,
you're scooting back. I'm sick and tired of you kicking the food. Gosh.
But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, jeez.
Through her eyes.
Oh, what? I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filing my vision.
Filing? It's filling.
Oh, filling. Miles, I'm sorry. They use fancy words sometimes, and so...
Oh my gosh.
I nearly fell out of my chair. I nearly kicked the table. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all.
You kicked the table.
You kicked the table. Miles got mad at you. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? Oh, that's me. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
Doesn't this take place in Japan though? Like I don't feel like be that weird to watch anime in Japan.
No, I don't think so either. I don't know what it's like in Japan, but like
yeah, I've never been to Japan, but like I don't think it has like the U.S. stigma of being like what? You watch anime, you a weeb or something like
I don't think it has the same.
It might, I guess. I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe Mr. Danny knows more than us.
Maybe.
We should call out Dan for being a simp. What's wrong with us? Okay.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
This is when he just harasses her. She was like really helpful, now he just harasses her.
Oh, yeah. Not every day. That's not very convincing. Ouch. How many days this past week have you gone up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. I'm just gonna make that protag very rude.
You don't need to. He does it himself.
Wellness. Raising his voice at Sayori. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Oh gosh, it's this scene. I know this scene too well. I know this game too well.
Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all over Sayori, I can't even talk. I'm so mad. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than... Miles, I just see the shadow.
I'm sorry, I really like this music.
It's really good music. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there.
I hate how you can't see the toothpaste stain. I guess it'd be frustrating to see, like, visually, but still.
It would. I try to wipe the stain off with my fingers. But no one will ever notice that. Of course they would.
Like, he's so rude about this.
Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, don't be you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. What do you think of...
Yeah, like, really, he, like, goes way too far every time.
Oh, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean.
It is.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. What? I should forget about this.
Gosh.
I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Yeah!
Yeah, click Y, my guy.
Click Y!
Yeah!
Click Y! This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it would be it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay though.
Dude, do you think,
I'm happy
like, we
we're
know
like
that freaking Sayori is a tsundere, but do you think the pro tag is?
What is a tsundere again?
They like, gosh, how do you explain it? It's like they, shoot, I know, I'm just gonna look up a definite, like, I know what it means, I just don't know how to define it properly, my goodness.
Isn't it spelled with a T?
Yeah, it is spelled with a T.
I know that.
You ever play Undertale? There's the enemy tsundere playing.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh.
A tsundere is a character who pretends not to be interested in someone else, but keeps doing things for that person, and even keeps saying that they are not actually interested in said individual.
Oh, that is 100% the main character.
Yeah.
And Sayori. Okay. Okay, cool.
I meant Natsuki, not Sayori.
Oh, no,
Sayori isn't a tsundere. I feel like she's
Natsuki.
pretty flat out with it.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Sayori's like your friend, and she's like...
Yeah, she's literally that, like,
friend.
just the best friend stereotype.
Best friend stereotype. I'm happy. Oh, I read that. Aren't you? Yeah, I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest.
Yeah.
Does this thing even fit properly? It did when I bought it. I forgot it's a dating sim.
Yeah, like, honestly, I hate the parts of the game where it's just a dating sim.
Yeah.
And I hate the parts of the game where it's a horror game because it scares me.
It's scary. But it doesn't work
like,
together
so
without
good.
the dating sim and the horror. Because the dating sim, you get attached to the characters. I remember when I did kind of play the game. I played it with everyone on New Year's one day, and Mitchell and Isaac kept throwing Skittles down my back.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's just a fun fact.
Gosh, that would, like, when that, like, melts against your back, oh, I hate that.
If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
Oh, gosh. I know this game too well. I knew that was coming, like 15 minutes ago.
It means my boobs got bigger again.
So I played this game with Curtis.
Yeah.
And with the first time, and like we did the voice thing. I can't remember who was Sayori. I think I might have been Sayori.
Yeah.
I know he's Natsuki. I think I was actually shoot. I can't remember who was who. But like when we got to these parts, and then like the parts where like Yuri and stuff say the F word. Like I had no idea what to do. I remember. I think one time like. We got so into like reading it and things like that that I freaking like slipped up and like said the F word because like
it
I
appears
was
a lot in the second act or in the third act or whatever.
Yeah,
they do it a lot.
And I'm
say that out
going to
loud.
censor it, actually.
Okay,
Just because personal preference.
Yeah, we can have like a fun word for it, Moss, that we say over stream.
Dingus.
Dingus. Wow.
No, we'll come up with something better.
Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like this? But it's so stuffy! It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms around and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned then, I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
This episode is just the Sam episode.
This is just the Sam episode.
I could just sleep on the couch, dude.
You could. You can voice the protag for the... I guess this
No,
part's
I
almost
don't
over.
want to, is the thing. I
What?
think it's funny.
Miles. I can go on a date with myself. I did go on a
can.
date with myself.
I don't think that counts as a date. I think that just counts as a really awkward sequence.
That does. Okay. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out.
I believe Monica interrupts every day, actually.
She does. That's true, she does!
At least all the ones that she's reasonably
school,
able
yeah.
to be there for.
Because at the houses she doesn't, but at school, all the weird little school things.
Yeah, and that's why the house dates are the weirdest ones.
Yeah. Huh.
I thank you, Monica.
Thank you, Monica. Oh, that's gotta be terrible. Just to be Monica and the house dates where you can't do anything.
Oh, yeah.
And you just have to sit. This whole time, she just has to sit back and watch.
Yeah.
feel-
Yeah, no wonder.
It's
Sorry.
terrible. Why don't we share the poems you wrote now? Yay! Slushy, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori trouts away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find something to share? Find someone to share with. I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is wrinkled sheet of loose leaf. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral book. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can't really see Monica's pristine handwriting from here where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Do you think it's weird? Do you think the type of pen Monica uses is weird?
Not really. Do you?
I mean, it's just like the heart pen or whatever, but like whenever she talks about it, she's like, "Oh, if you keep your pen like too still, like ink will spill into a puddle," which means she's using like an old-fashioned one where you like need like an ink bottle, doesn't it?
That's true. She does.
Like, I don't know, like if I were to sit there with my like just pen out, then I don't think it would leak like
doesn't.
that.
Yeah, she probably is using an old-fashioned pen. Good for you, Monica.
She
All right.
puts way too much effort into that then.
Should we just go down the list?
Let's start with Monica, actually.
Start with Monica. Alright. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in the effort.
Also because Monica's poems are so much fun. All of the poems are so much fun to
That's
read,
true.
actually.
They get really scary later, some
Oh,
of them. Hi, Slushy. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have
Do
to.
you think it's so frustrating for her to say things like that and then have the guy's internal monologue immediately disregard it?
Yeah, no, it really is. This whole thing is probably just really frustrating for her. Don't worry, Slushy. We're a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's also of the berry that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care for each other's well-being. Even if you show in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think it's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
Here's something I also want to say just real fast. The number of words you put in, I believe it's 10.
Yeah.
Since there are 10 words and only 3 girls you can, go with, that means you absolutely cannot just do nobody and keep it evenly spread. You have to pick someone even if it's just by one.
That's true. You will. That's actually really cool that it's done like that. Huh. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. She knows that we wrote it for Sayori.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that somebody so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid of experimenting a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing things. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's why the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little too biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not really good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's just because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction? The spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he was on the other side. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
So something fun about that is that the lyrics to the song she sings in the credits or whatever,
yeah,
it's all they're all taken from lines from her poems.
Oh really?
Like the infinite choices, in this world of infinite choices. Yeah.
Oh. I was like how it's he on the other side looking in because we're on the other side.
She doesn't know that there's two he. Ha.
Two, haha.
This game was made for lonely people.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but there's one cool thing. I don't know if it will do it with us recording.
Yeah.
But if you stream it on Twitch, Monica will acknowledge it during the
Oh really?
part. Yeah,
that's
she'll
cool.
say something about Twitch, I think.
That's really fun.
She's like, oh, I didn't know I was going to be on live stream. I wasn't ready, or something like that.
That's really fun.
So, what do you think? If it's freeform, if that's what you call it, it's very freeform. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was that inspiration behind this one?
Have you heard the slam poetry Purple Paper People, I believe it's called? It was considered to be, I think the guy who wrote it he did it in a competition, became known as the best poem in the world at one point or something like that.
Really?
And if you perform it, It's really, really good. Like, maybe just, like, pull up a video and watch it sometime.
Yeah,
it's
pull up a
really,
video.
really good. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I can send you a link later. Watch it. It's good.
Okay, cool. I will. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it in. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently.
Well done. You said it right.
I did say it right. I know the word epiphany from the Simpsons movie.
Oh, my gosh.
It's been influenced my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. I forgot about these! Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark ink puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I love Monica.
I think we used to have, like, an actual, like, feather quill.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
And I think, and it was the thing our family did where, like, for each of our 11th birthdays, we would set it up so that, like, there would be, like, a Hogwarts letter and things like that.
Yeah?
And, like, we would get different, like, Harry Potter themed presents that year because, like, that's 11-year-olds is when they go to Hogwarts.
Oh, yeah?
And I believe we wrote all those, like, Hogwarts letters were written in that.
Yeah?
Were written with the feather quill we had.
Oh, that's really cool. That's actually really fun.
Yeah, our family loves Harry Potter.
I wish I had gone into Harry Potter, because I never read it, and I know now I don't have the time or the willpower.
Yeah, I get ya.
Yeah. Alright, who should we do next?
Let's give you a break and do either Natsuki or Yuri.
Okay, yeah. I like your Natsuki voice.
Okay. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me, princess. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. What do you mean that's the opposite of what Monica said?
That's true. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste?
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I actually love Natsuki's poems.
No, Natsuki's poems are great, and this is a very good poem. I just like how it's kind of cute, and how you read it with the sassy.
Yeah. Honestly, this is the worst of her poems. I think my favorite is the Amy likes spiders.
I don't remember that one.
I believe it's Tomorrow's, and it is so good.
Okay, I don't remember the poems too well. I don't remember a lot of the in-between dialogue. I just remember major plot points.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, we're at another 30-minute point, so you wanna give us an outro?
Sam's video tip for today. Don't kick the table.
Don't kick the table, please.
Thanks for listening.
What did I do?
Yeah.